Why do we speak in a monotone? You hear so many business presenters droning on and on about this subject, you struggle to keep your eyes open. This is such a simple thing, yet so many make a mess of it. What we do to grab and keep the audience with us all the way through to the end of our talk. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Monday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and my new book, Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help advance everyone's thinking so that we can be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. Before we get into this week's topic, here is what caught my attention lately. The number of foreign workers in Japan as of last October has reached 1.65 million, up nearly 14% from last year. This is the 12th straight year of increases. Chinese workers counted for the largest share at 418,000, followed by Vietnamese at 401,000, and Filipinos at nearly 180,000. The manufacturing sector hired the most foreign workers, just over 29%, followed by the retail sector. This is episode number 121, and we are talking about the hard and the soft of presenting. Soridewa ikimashou. So let's get going. It is so easy to become Johnny One Note when presenting. We get locked into a modality of voice and body language, and we just keep hammering away with that mode throughout the whole talk. That might be fine for us, but for our audience, it is killing them. If we are all massive power and bravado, after about 5 minutes, people want a break. If your aura is too strong, they worry about radiation. If, on the other hand, you are a mouse at the microphone, then they feel all their energy is being drained from their body as they shrink into the chair. If we have a lot of energy, are excited about our topic, and eager to share the goodies with our audience, then we can easily find ourselves to be talking to an audience rather than with them. The best presentations feel tremendously personal. The speaker has hit on a theme or a topic that really resonates with us. The way they deliver it feels like they are speaking only to us in the room. When we're at full power, it can feel like those cartoons where the audience member's hair is being blow-waved back off their head from the full force of the assault. Not a good idea. They quickly tire and lose interest in our message. If we are very quietly spoken, modest, perhaps shy, and by some supreme misfortune find ourselves in front of an audience, we struggle to get through the content. We make no attempt to engage with the audience. We are scared of them, and we want this over as quickly as possible. Our voice whimpers, low confidence. We deny our vocal cords the necessary air to project our voice, and our body language is in shutdown mode. The audience doesn't feel we are sold on what we are saying, and rapidly conclude they are not sold either. It is easy to get locked into one mode and difficult to break out of it. To inject some vocal and body language variety, we need that variety to keep our audience engaged and also to cover all the bases with the variety of people sitting in front of us. Some will be rambunctious and love the loud. Others will be timid and prefer the low-threat environment of the softly spoken presenter. Being in one mode only means we lose a part of our audience. We don't want to lose anyone when we are speaking. I found this myself in Corbe. I was speaking in English to a group of departing American exchange students from universities there, and I gave a general pattern-style power play of motivation about how they should all take the things they'd learned in Japan and go back home and really shoot the lights out. Man, I was powerful, energized, committed, on a complete roll. I was also one single stop on the volume control, loud. It was a 20-minute speech and it was full on from start to finish. There was no dialing the power up and down. I was pretty happy with it. I thought I'd been so wonderfully motivating, giving these young people the full benefit of my many years in Japan and my broad and deep perspectives on life and success. A true tour de force, or so I imagined. Find out more, we come back from the break. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment, be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience. Everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. Immediately after me was a Korean professor who was teaching at that host university. When he spoke, it was clear but a little bit soft. I had to lean in to hear him and had to concentrate on what he was saying. I had to work a bit to get the message. Now, the interesting thing was the complete contrast to the full force gale these students had been subjected to by me. Here we all were really concentrating on what the good professor was saying. I was sitting there thinking to myself, so soft can work when presenting. I got more experience and knowledge. It became clear that our talks needed to mix it up. Now that sounds easy to say, but when you are confident in one mode, it is not so easy to just switch gears and go the opposite mode. The secret is in the planning and the rehearsal. Here we hit two major stumbling blocks. Most people do zero planning about the delivery component. They spend all their time putting together the PowerPoint visuals. They score another big 0 too when it comes to rehearsing. They practice their speech live for the first time on their audience. When we are planning, we need to look for which parts of the speech we are going to accentuate with power, including voice, facial expression, and body language. We also look at where we are going to drop the energy and voice to draw our audience into us. The telling of stories in speeches is very powerful. They lend themselves well to harmonizing the ups and downs of the delivery with the flow of the story. Break the speech into 4 to 5 minute blocks and see where the tempo needs raising or lowering. Make sure you practice to make the switch. Otherwise, you may find yourself on one power control point throughout. The result is we can keep the attention of everyone in the audience and get our message across to all. Action steps. Number 1, recognize where your personal power switch is set. high, low, medium. Plan the speech for the delivery component, not just the visual presentation. 3, inject points of change from either high to low or the other way around. 4, make the power mode consistent with the content so it is congruent. Number 5, break the content delivery into 4 5-minute blocks and then determine the power mode needed at that point in the talk. 6, rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It is awesome value, so check it out. Please leave me some feedback on YouTube. I would love to know how this show has helped and what other topics you are interested in for me to cover. Remember, I'm here as a free resource to help you, so just tell me how I can help you best. You might also enjoy my other weekly shows. For podcast, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursday for the Leadership Japan series, and Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, wherever you get your podcasts. Also, on Fridays, I release my other TV show, the Japan Business Mastery Show on YouTube. In episode number 122, we're talking about how to cold call. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you, and we've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.